Hey, this is Josh, or Spiky Drummer if you want to call me that anymore, whatever you prefer. Today we're going to work in my garage because my family's asleep and I could not sleep myself. I'm not very tired, and I decided that I was going to do another lesson video for you guys. And this time we're going to work strictly with the snare. But don't worry though, there's a whole lot of stuff you can do with the snare, and it's a really fun instrument, and it's pretty awesome. So anyways, you're still going to be able to use a lot of this stuff that I'm teaching you right now in your drum playing. It's all going to benefit you, and I hope you enjoy. I'm going to be playing down here like this, since I don't have my stool out here, and it best fits the picture, and I can talk to you, and yeah. But anyways, when I play this, my arms are kind of, you know, wings out here, but when you're playing on your set, your arms are going to be a lot lower because you're sitting down. Just remember that. Don't go practicing on your set with your arms out like this. So anyways. Okay, so I'm going to show you from a very slow speed to a fast speed how this is going to be able to benefit you. This is just so you'll understand that I'm not crazy in trying to show you a extremely hard and mean way to play a single stroke roll. So we're going to start slow and work our way up. So as you can see, unless you've got some sort of like hydraulic arms, that you could not do that but by just going right, left, right, left, right, left. I'm not even going to try and show you that this is impossible by trying it with my right, left, because you already know that's impossible. So anyways, I'm going to show you how to do that. There's a really simple way to practice for this. Always grip the stick at a balance point that you find, and the easiest way to find that balance point is to grip the stick between your finger, your pointing finger and your thumb, and drop it onto the drum set, or onto the snare, and you will get a bounce back. And it'll be really relaxed. You can feel it kind of being in a balance, and the stick will fall back onto the snare, and you can get several bounces from it even. That's when you know you found the balance point on your stick. If I move up here, it's not going to be good. If I move back here, it's a lot quicker. It doesn't feel natural. You find that spot on the stick, and that's really going to help you out. You have a good clean bounce. Try it with your left hand. It should be relatively close to the same. It should be actually exactly the same on your left hand. So anyways, once you've found your balance point, again, I'll show you mine. It's just like an inch or so behind the Vic Firth. Once you've found that, then you know that you are ready for the next step. And the next step is to start working on only controlling your stick to get 2 hits out of that drop. It's very easy. Left hand, right hand. Be sure that you're able to control it, and you can only get 2. I remember when I first started playing and working with the snare, it was so frustrating because I would get, you know, 1 here, 3 here, 4 here. I'd hit the rim. It was annoying. I hated it. We all start out somewhere. Don't be discouraged. I promise you, if you practice this, get a practice pad, practice on your counter, practice on your desk at school, piss off your teachers. It doesn't matter. What's more important anyway, music or school? Okay, so I was just kidding about that whole school part. School's important, and you need it more than you need music, sadly enough. Practice this, and you will have it down pat. Remember, just don't get discouraged, because once you're discouraged and you decide to stop, then you never learn it anyways. What do you have to lose? You don't know it now. If you give up, you know you'll never know it. But continue to practice, and I promise you'll know it. So, anyways, once you're comfortable with getting 1 or 2 here and 2 here, then it's time to move up to the next step. This is the most difficult part to get down, because you have to have maximum control of getting 1, 2, 1, 2. We're going to start passing it back and forth between your right and left hands. Simple enough. Now remember, when you're doing this, I'm not making it happen, again, you know, with my arms or my wrists. It's naturally happening as a bounce. 2 hits. So work on balancing, passing back and forth motion between your right and left hands. You'll have 1, 2, 1, 2. Now's a really good time to break out the old metronome because now you're starting to work on cleaning it up. You've got the technique down and you're cleaning it up to make it pretty clean and nice and nifty and swell. Right, right, left, left with the metronome going. That's a really humiliating experience because then you realize, I should say humbling, because you realize that you're not perfect and a machine is more consistent than you are. Don't feel bad. We all are human and imperfect, and that is why the metronome is there, to help us make our mistakes less noticeable. So anyways, play with the metronome. If you don't have a metronome, don't worry about it. Just try to keep it pretty consistent. Pass it back and forth, right, right, left, left. Once you have it at a slow speed, then start working your way up. Watch the distance between the snare and your stick. You want to keep them both relatively at the same height away from the drum set, your right and left stick. Your right hand is definitely stronger if you're right-handed. If you're left-handed, then your left hand's stronger. Be sure you keep the distance the same. Again, I still do this. My right hand is more powerful, so my stick's height is going to be a lot higher. Just work on that. Try to watch it. If you don't do it, no big deal. Just try to, what you're working towards is a constant sound, meaning you can't tell when your right hand's hitting and when your left hand's hitting. It's just kind of a constant wave of sound, and that's what you're looking for. Finally, when you get to the highest point, there you have it. You are able to practice that now with a metronome at higher speeds, and it should benefit you very greatly.